Guys, so as you saw on the last GTR video, we took the car for a test drive and the car was pulling slightly to the left, and the guy that does the tracking told us the lower control arm on the driver's side is slightly bent, so we have ordered another one and that's here now. So in this video we will be replacing the lower control arm. As well as that, guys, we're going to be tinting the windows, we're going to be wrapping the roof in black as well. For those of you guys that follow us on Instagram, you guys voted for the roof to be wrapped in black, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuilds, we do a lot of polls on what we should do to the car, and you guys basically get input as well, and whatever's the most popular vote, that's what we tend to go for. So as well as that, guys, we are going to be doing the carbon repair if you get enough time as well. As you guys know, it does have a bit of damage, and if you get a new one from the dealership, you're talking well over £1,000 just for that tray alone, so we will try to save that. That's if you get enough time. I think we'll start the video by actually putting on the bonnet scoops and the wing vent covers as well. As you guys know, they were previously a dark shade of grey, but we have painted them blacks to go with the black and grey theme. So yeah, let's start by putting those bits on.
So you can start working on these side strips and the side vents right here. So off camera, a few days ago, I actually painted these in gloss black, and they come out really amazing, guys, and they look really good once they're on. They go well with the gloss black diffuser on the rear, the gloss black vents, and obviously once it's tinted, and obviously the yellows as well. So in order to actually remove these GTR logos right here, there's like these little bits where they go into, and they're like sort of pressed in. So I actually drilled them out and applied a bit of heat because I knew it's gonna have double-sided tape around there, and it was literally easy to get out. Someone's actually had a go at it before. They weren't really successful, so they just put glue around there to put it back together. So we'll be cleaning all that up before we install that back in. So these are the brackets that go on just behind there. So we'll install these badges first, then we'll use our Fiberflex with our soldering iron right here and just put the brackets back on. Then we can start installing it on the car. And also the lower control arm is here. If you guys watched the previous video, we did take it down for tracking, and the guy said the lower control arm is bent and it will need replacing, as the car's actually pulling slightly to the right. So I will be working on it right here. Some of you guys might be thinking or writing on the comments down below, oh, you should be working on the ramp, blah blah blah. I actually prefer it to work right here. I don't actually mind, so I'll do that here. If it's harder to do, then I'll obviously take it down to the ramp and just install it there. The only thing is to actually get it, take it outside, we've got to actually move 2-3 cars because we have a slight incline. So there's this car and there's another car on the other side. If you don't move them, you get the side skirts actually hit. So I'll try installing it here. So we'll get ready and start installing all these things back on. So check it out, guys, I've installed the side vents, and you can see right there they look pretty amazing on both sides. They go really well with that gloss black theme. So I'm happy with the way it's actually turned out. It's really good and it looks apart now. We're going to start moving on to that lower control arm. You can see right here, the guy who actually bought the control arm off has been messing around with that rear bush for some weird reason. You can see there's a big gap there, and it's come out from the inside, so that needs to be sorted before we actually put it on. But for now, we'll get the jack it up, get that wheel off, get some axle stands installed underneath there, and we'll take it. installed that lower control arm, guys, and there's a slight difference. The wheel's actually sitting better now. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell on camera, but I definitely can. So the only thing left on that control arm now is where all that suspension, it will need to get adjusted up and aligned up, because we have been messing around with it, as you guys know. So once the car's out of there, we'll get it retracked. So that's all done now. We're just waiting for the guy to get here to tint the windows now.
Yeah, he is running quite late. He said about half an hour. So hopefully as soon as he gets here, guys, we'll start recording and see how good he does with the tints.
So check it out, guys, the tint guy's been round and he's tinted all the windows. You see right there, this is limo black on the quarter glass, on the rear glass, and what percentage is on the front?
This is 50% this one is.
So you got 50%. The thing with the GTR is the front glass actually comes slightly tinted from factory, so we just didn't want to go too dark, that's why we left it at 50%.
So we basically got a tint on top of a factory tint.
Yeah.
It does look a little dark, but it's not as dark as you guys think. You can still see straight through.
I've actually had limo black on one of my cars, and the thing is that you can't really see out in the night, so it's always best to allow some light to get in, and that way you can see out at the same time as well.
Anyways, for now, guys, it is about the GTR. The tints are done, so now it's time to wrap the roof in a black. Some of you guys are going to hate it, some of you guys are going to like it, but if you follow us on Instagram, a lot of you guys voted to have the roof wrapped in a gloss black, so that's exactly what we're about to do right now. So I think it looked quite nice. It'll kind of break up the this top section of the roof. Yeah, it's just one of those things where if somebody buys a car, they don't like it, you just take it off, so it won't really damage the paint. So yeah, without talking too much now, guys, we're going to start installing the wrap, and yeah, we'll see how it looks, see how it turns out. Right guys, so we got the roof wrap now. What do you guys think? So drop your comments down below. Does it look good? Or does it look horrible? I know some of you guys are going to like it, some of you guys are going to hate it, but it's one of those things that, you know, I personally liked, and you guys did vote to have the roof wrap black on Instagram, so that's exactly what we've done. If you guys do follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuild, we do a lot of these polls, that way you guys do get input, and this was the majority decision to have it wrapped. So yeah, that's the final product. The only thing we need to do now is put the trim pieces back on. There's a piece that sits along here, and then same on the other side, get that back in. Once you've got those clipped back into place, we can start work on the carbon under tray. So as you guys know, it does have a bit of damage in various spots, so around that region there, and lower down as well. So I think it is salvageable, we can repair it. We've not done a carbon repair before, but we'll give it a go, see what happens, because these carbon under trays cost thousands of pounds in the dealership, so we are going to try saving ourselves some money and try to repair the same one. I think once we got the carbon under tray on, this build will be 100% complete, and I'll do like a 360 like montage type thing for you guys, just so you know what the final product looks like from all angles. Anyways, we're going to carry on work now. We can get these trim pieces back in, and then we're going to start the repair work on the carbon under tray. Alright, so it's not the next day, but it's the day after the next day, and the reason for that is because yesterday we didn't really spend any time on the GTR. I mean, the last time you guys saw us working the GTR, we put the little strips in, along the top on both sides. So the day after that, what we did was we took delivery for a shipping container, so we were busy loading it up. Anyways guys, it is the day after that, and we are back on the GTR. As you can see, Z's working on the carbon fibre under tray. We have got a carbon fibre repair kit just there. It's our first time doing a carbon fibre repair, so hopefully all goes well. Z kinda knows what he's doing right now, so he's basically cutting down all the excess strands. He's trying to get all the surface nice and flat. He's going to rub down the lacquer as well. I think what he's going to do is he's going to apply the resin. Is that right? You're going to apply the resin first?
Yes, so we got the resin right here. Epoxy resin, then we got the hardener. It's a 3:1 ratio, so we'll be using the paint mixing cups to mix it. So we won't mix too much as we're working on one area at a time, and you actually don't want it to go off. So I'll mix a little bit just for this area right here. So the way to actually install it is you get the carbon fibre sheet, which is right here, which comes in the kit. You cut your piece out, put it on. So before you put it on, you apply the resin. On top of the resin, you put your sheet on and just dab it in with these brushes that come in the kit.
You just wait for it to dry. Once it dries, guys, you can literally just sand it down, get the shape correct, and then apply another coat of carbon fibre sheet just to give it extra strength. With these sheets, you gotta be careful, because as soon as you cut to this bit here, obviously this is all gonna be loose, so it can easily kind of come out of place. So you gotta really be careful when you're handling carbon fibre sheets, guys. This is our first time doing it, so we're going to be extra careful with that.
Yeah, let's see how it goes with this section right here, because I've never used this product before. Once that's done, we can start moving on to the next area. So the resin's all set now. We let it set for about 24 hours. You can see right here. So now we got a base to actually work on. From underneath, if you remember, that trunk from right around here was actually missing, so it's all being ready to work on from this area right here. So what I'll do is I'll rub it down again using a 180 grit. We'll try flattening all this down, then we'll apply another sheet of carbon fibre just around here, just to cover all this low spot in. Once that's done, then we start obviously moving on to the next area, which is right here. So this edge, you can see, is sticking out. So what I'm actually thinking is, if you cut around here, a box section out, and we could just push some carbon fibre sheets in from underneath, about 3-4 sheets, just so it's nice and stable. But we'll leave that for now, and we'll start working on this section right here, and we'll start rubbing it all down. So we have the second coat of the carbon resin applied. We also got the carbon sheet applied right around here. So we got an extra edge. So trim that down before we start actually rubbing it all down. So that's shaped up really well, guys. Also around here, we have a few little ditches that will get smoothened off with a 180, and that should level off. So once it's smoothened down with a 180 grit, all the areas are all leveled off. We'll take it down to the spray booth and give it 2 coats of lacquer, and that should be it for the carbon under tray. But for now, let's get started on the repairs. So that diffuser is ready now for a clear coat. So I'm going to panel wipe it all down, mix the clear coat here. I'm going to go down to the spray booth and give it 2 thick coats of clear, and that should be ready, guys. So I'll see you guys at the spray booth. So that carbon under tray is all ready to go back on now. It's all been lacquered up and it's come out really well, guys. I've also got the fog light right around here. So it's a brand new fog light that we ordered. So we need to get that on before we start fitting it all back up, because there's 2 bolts right around here that need to be bolted down. Also we got the side under trays that need to go on. So these bolts, the carbon under tray bolts go right around here. So they need to go on first before we start fitting up that carbon under tray. So let's get started.
Guys, so that is pretty much it for the GTR project. As you guys saw, we have put the last piece of the puzzle onto the car, which is a carbon fibre undertray. We even attached the fog light as well. The car is looking amazing and the fog light does work. So if you look down there guys, there's no more GTR in the workshop. Like I mentioned before, it was the last time it was going to be inside the workshop, as I mentioned on Instagram. But make sure you follow us.
You're also not forgetting that carbon fibre undertray repair is actually our first time and it come out pretty good.
It actually come out very bang on, to be honest. It's actually much better than what I actually thought it would. So I'm well happy with that guys. We saved ourselves a lot of money there. So yeah, the car's out the workshop right now. It is quite late, but I think we've got a bit of time to drive around town, just get some nice montage footage of the GTR. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure you do this at Performance Rebuilds. So guys, it's been a long project, but it's been worth it. And the car is 100% complete. And this is pretty much the end of the project. Now it's time to move on to the next project. It's the one a lot of you guys have been waiting for. It's the C63. So I think sometime next week we'll get the car in. We'll start working on the C63. As well as that guys, I'll make side videos on the Fiesta as well. So yeah guys, you'll be getting Fiesta videos, C63 videos. In the meantime, I'll be looking for the next project car as well. We have got another project car that I've not revealed just yet. It is a 4x4, but I'll reveal that soon when we start working on it. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys on the next project.